was good with it. And in this case, the arts. So what kind of fear are they experiencing in the classroom that these teachers could not come together to overcome together with the students? Why did the only option for them have to be moved to the earth? How many of them found fulfillment there? What are the odds that it was just mathematics this child was scared of? This child would excel in any other science subject and would just have needed a little extra push to do well in the sciences. Nigerian food, good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Zion G-Square, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, Zion.
It goes down the kind of teachers who engage to teach our children. This particular aspect of us are caused us a lot of harm. The classroom teachers, who are they? Are they competent enough to be in the classroom? Or they went to the classroom because for you now, there's no work, government don't employ, no self go. Or you are a teacher under one government slot or local government slot. When you are not motivated to teach, you are not motivated to be in the classroom, you become a disaster. This way,
Yeah.
among the fivefold ministry God gave, teacher is one of them. As a teacher, one of them. If we have teachers in Nigeria for the past 30 years, our society would have been like this. If we had competent teachers in the classroom taking care of these kids, undermining the ineptitude of their parents, these children will not be a problem for us that we'll be dealing with. So there is nothing we can do. These teachers have the foresight to even understand the emotions of these children. They understand their reasoning. They are more than a teacher in the classroom. They're like parents. Sometimes even these teachers lay hands and pray for these children. They stitch their clothes. Oh, your uniform, don't tear. Come. That is why I asked a question. What abrogated TTC from an educational system? Teacher training college. All these teachers now, when last did they take them back to be trained? We are just destroying our society because of this level of poverty. We now cut corners and subject our children into the mercy of those that have nothing to do in the classroom. That is why they are in classroom. They are breaking a see. They are in classroom. They are thinking somewhere else. They have a problem. They have a problem with their boyfriends.
How did boyfriend enter this conversation now?
They transfer their aggression to the students in the classroom. They will not be patient enough to accommodate the excesses of these children, ending up carrying things to frustrate the children the more. So Zion.
All right. Mrs. Zion asked a very pertinent question. How many of these teachers have been trained to be teachers? How many of them have gone for retraining? Beyond looking at the curriculum every single term or every academic session to know what is obtainable, how many teachers are willing to go above and beyond for the children? Sitting in the classroom as a teacher, you clearly tell whose child or which child is doing well at this. Can you tell where we have the loopholes? Can you tell that maybe your method is not working for everyone in the classroom and you have to work on an approach that will work for everybody? Sorry I'm taking us back, but hey, once upon a time, there was a particular subject that I will never fail or I can never fail. And it was because of how the teacher to teach it. With a method. He understood that we were children. And with children, we love things like rhymes. We love things like singing. When he sang the notes to us, we oftentimes remembered more than when he was just saying A for apple and B for ball. Nigerian folk, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm calling from Omok.
Sam from Omok, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, actually, I'm a lecturer.
You're a lecturer, great.
Yes. So, what makes you a good teacher or a lecturer is when you can understand the students you're lecturing or teaching. And you should be able to spot them out. That's the ones that are late developers. Let's use that word. I had a situation where I was lecturing, and I discovered that a guy was, one of my students was very good in practical, but he was not good in theory. He cannot detect, he cannot even copy notes. So what I did then was just to attach him to someone that can copy, that can write.
Wow.
And that way, before he got to his year 3, he was able to write on his own. So if you are lecturing or teaching and you cannot identify such students, then you have problems. You're not a good teacher. So that's the truth. And some will, instead of them to guide the student properly, they bully them. And to look as if you don't even know how the person will feel. Some of them go back home regretting ever being a student. You know, so we really need to, just for you to know the ones that are weak. They are not really bad. It's just that maybe their background is not that good. And the essence of you going to school, you know, is to learn what you know, you think before that is the right thing, that is not the right thing. You need to unlearn them, then you learn and learn.
Wow.
So that's just like, you know, that's the thing. The teachers need to really be careful and be patient with the students.
All right, let me ask you the second question directly. What is the ethical responsibility of a school or a teacher when they advise a student on their future career path? Should it be, you know, should it prioritize our nation's perceived economic needs, or should it be more about the individual student's potential and passion?
Yeah, I think the individual potential and passion should be the ultimate. But the thing is, some try, you know, they struggle to see how they can also cover their syllabus or their curriculum. In course of that, they will not be patient with the students. You know, you will not be saying, oh, by the time I spend 1 or 2 hours with this guy, what happened? Why not after the class, you still call the student, politely talk to the student and see how you can put the person through. It must not be a counselor. It must not necessarily be a counselor. As a teacher, you're already a counselor. So it's just for you to now tell the person, okay, these are your weak areas. Politely, so that the person won't feel bad. These are your weak areas, and this is how you can make it up. You are good in this area. You praise the student as well in the areas that the person is good. That way, the student will be very okay. He will even open up to you next time, you know, to tell you, this area I'm finding things difficult. But by the time you start bullying, or you start now considering just the national, that's your, oh, I need to meet up and cover up the syllabus, then there will be problems.
There'll be a problem.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. I wish we had more lecturers than like this. But then, when secondary schools decide our future, that is the conversation. Now, like I said, some of you parents have seen your children's results from this, the just concluded academic term, and they'll go back to school second term and then the third term. Have you seen your class teachers' comments on the report sheets? Or you just look at, what did this child score here? Is it okay? I'm seeing. Okay, beyond the A's you are seeing, are you asking the right questions? Nigeria Info. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
My name is Chidi. I'm calling from Rumokrushi.
Chidi from Rumokrushi. Thank you for joining us.
Question: Nigeria educational system is not favorable for teachers, and if the Nigerian system is not favorable for teachers, how can it be favorable for the students? The teachers teacher in Nigeria, even in primary or nursery school, supposed to be in a relaxed environment to have his or her brain calm down to take care of the children. Now, coming to economical aspect of it, how much are teachers paid? The teacher will think of what comes into his or her account for a month and the expenses that he incurred, and how can he have a calm brain to take care of children. Now, take for instance, a teacher who teaches English language is being given multiple classes that are made up of many students. Then how does he or she cover these students probably from primary 1 to SS2? Maybe he is employed just because there is no money to pay multiple teachers that can cover these classes. English, I'm talking of a subject. Now, one teacher will teach grammar, teach phonetics and phonology, teach literature in various classes. When these segments of English language supposed to be one per teacher, a teacher grammar, a teacher literature alone, a teacher phonetics, phonology alone. So how can a teacher one carry all these things on his head and they also become students counselor? It's not possible. Nigerian education needs to be found again, please.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too. We need to go on a commercial break now. Stay tuned to us.